disgruntledduck.com.
Hi guys, welcome again. This is what I've got on the workbench at the moment. It's the Stryker ESV, the engineering squad vehicle, M1132. This I'm really excited about. Now a lot of the things I build a lot of tanks, and a lot of them I buy whatever's on sale, just, you know, a lot of them happen to be Tamiya, but this is one of those kits I was actually like, I really want to get this guy. So let's open it up and have a little look inside. So, already know there's a huge amount of parts in here. This is absolutely insane, the amount of parts. So right, let's stick those over there to begin with. Alright, so let's start with the simple parts. We've got in here I'm going to take them all out, but we've got some nice quality rubber tyres. They look the business. The moulding's just amazing. There's no issues. They're clean. You can put them straight on without any work at all. So that's what we're starting with. There's lots of little packets in here, so I'm not going to open everything. Oh no, do you know what? I'll open most of this stuff. So these in here, we've got, I'm going to open the individual packs, but we've got the chains, the springs and the hooks from the Mine Plow. So, you know, there's actually going to be a lot of model building. You can see all these if you haven't got the glare from the light. We've got, yeah, baby little chains, some cabling. So this kit's going to be a lot of actual model building as opposed to Tamiya kits that are quite a quick little build, and then we do a lot on the paint side of things. So it's a bit easier to use scissors or a knife to open all these packets. Go between the two. So there's the top. Detail on it is absolutely beautiful. That's pretty flawless. There's so much on there. There's a little closer look for you, just at some of that. It's absolutely beautiful. A lot of detail on there. The base, not as much detail. From what I can see, it doesn't have an interior. So we're not disappointed with that. But this guy looks pretty awesome off the bat. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So that's the top and the bottom of the body. That's the first part out of the way, with some of this plastic. Right, we then have some photo etch. So I did have a sneak peek at the instructions of this guy, and it's quite nice because I've got the parts in both photo etch and in plastic. So for those people who aren't as confident with photo etch, you're not going to miss out any detail. Whereas some of the kits only give you the photo etch, or only give you the plastic. So it's got the option to go with both. We've got some little meal ration boxes to make up to go as stowage. We have got some decals and some masks in there. I'm not going to open them just at the moment, but they're just the basic number plates and bits and pieces for the outside. We've got some clear parts, some little windows, and we've got little lenses as well there. Again, very nice quality. Now it's onto the bulk of the model. I don't know what, there's so many bags in here, it's ridiculous. Right, where do we even start? Okay, we'll start with the smallest one. I'm going to go through these with not having a clue what the parts are at the minute, but just to give you guys a little look-see at what's actually in here. So that's the first sprue. There's the next sprue of parts. Again, no actual idea what these are. These look external. These look like external parts, to be honest. See, I'm very unfamiliar with this vehicle, which is a little bit embarrassing considering I'm reviewing it at the moment. If this was a tank or something, I at least have some clue as to what parts go where. Okay, next sprue of parts. So definitely the rear of the vehicle, that's an easy one. We've got some tools on this one. Again, so many little parts, so many little hooks, bits and pieces. So that's the second sprue. Right, third sprue of parts. So I'm going to think that this is going to be part of the plough. That's just off the top of my head. There's a little look at that guy. And we'll just, it's like Christmas, just keep on opening packages. Again, to me, that looks like plough parts and maybe some of the sides look like maybe like stowage cages. So there we go with that. Okay, so we've got 3 of this sprue. Three of those in the kit. Some of these are doubling up now, so it looks like these are going to be either on both sides of the plough or on both sides of the vehicle. There's a hell of a lot of parts, that's for sure, and a lot of these parts are so small. I think I've only built one Trumpeter kit before. It was a big gun. And yeah, I remember that was quite highly detailed. There was some photo etch in that, but it was there was a lot of parts for a small kit. But yeah, it's not prepared me just for the sheer amount of bits I've got in this package. So next sprue of parts. One more. It's going to be interesting to see how all these parts actually come together, because the hull of that vehicle didn't look that huge, and just there's so many detailed parts. But I suppose though there is one thing, if you look at the hull, it's pretty much completely flat, so yeah, there's a lot of room to stick things on, whereas I guess a Tamiya kit there'd be a lot of things already built up on here. With this kit being at a slightly higher price point, there's going to be a lot more of actually adding those bits yourself. So right, next couple of sprues. We're nearly there. Thanks for sticking with this. It's a bit of a boring one, this one, as I can't really explain as to what too much of this stuff actually is. So there's the next sprue. One more, we've got some, I definitely can tell they're hatches, so there we go. Been at least some use for this video. Right, wow, wowie, 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 nearly there, nearly there. Again, some really fine parts. This one contains some even finer parts. You know that's going to be the way because they've then wrapped it additionally in bubble wrap. So we've got some fine rack in here, some more external parts. One thing I haven't said, because I've not even thought to say it, there is virtually zero flash on all of this stuff. It's actually quite insane. Normally I'd see some make a comment about it in one of these videos, but on this kit so far I've seen absolutely zero, which is not a bad thing. It's actually quite a good thing. So there we go. I've got 3 of these guys as well. So I want to think these are part of the plows. We'll find that out afterwards. Let's see. This is sprue WM. I'm going to have a look at the instructions in a minute. Right, here we go. Last sprue, and we have 2 of these guys in the box as well. So at least we can finish on a high, because I actually know what some of these parts are. We've got our wheels, transmission, suspension, basically the guts of the vehicle. Like I said, 2 of these. Again, you can look, nice little close up. There's no flash at all anywhere there. So that, in my book, is a win. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. I just need to repackage all that stuff up in a minute. Right. So we've also got painting. So you've got 2 different versions. You've got the, what is it, the SMP and the AMP Mine Plow. So if my memory serves me correctly, it's angled Mine Plow and surface Mine Plow. I've tried to do a little bit of research into the actual Mine Plows, and that's, I would say it's a minefield, but that's a terrible pun. But it's hard to get some of the information you really want. There's not tons and tons of pictures out there that I could find. I'll be looking at more before I go in. We've got a nice little painting guide. It's got Vallejo colours, Mr. Model, Model Masters, Tamiya, Humbrol. It's a pretty simple, all one-tone paint job. So that's a painting guide. It's always nice when they stick a colour one in. And here is the instructions. So as you can see, if you have a look at that side, if you can see the whole page, I'll move it around a bit, that's all the sprues of parts, and some of those are in multiple, so absolutely insane amount of parts in this kit. I don't know how much, I don't know if it would tell me how many is in there. I'll have to have a look at, I'll have to start doing that, look at these guys beforehand and find out how many actual parts are in there, but we're into the hundreds for sure. So there we go, parts, parts, parts. Instruction page goes on and on and on and on. So we are 31, we're about 30 steps into building the actual vehicle, and then we've got our Mine Plow. So we've got instructions on building both, and it looks to me as if there's different components. You don't reuse the components in regards to the Mine Plows, so it looks like you'll be able to build both of those guys up and possibly interchange them. Have to have a little look into that further. But yeah, this is one of those kits that I just can't wait to build. I'm really looking forward to this. It's not going to be quick, that's for sure. It's going to definitely, I'm working on a mini art kit as well at the minute, the Gaz AAA cargo truck that's really testing me. And I think this is going to be, I don't think it's going to be as challenging as that kit, but I think it's definitely going to be up there. And this is definitely going to keep me going over the next couple of months. So, thanks for joining me. It's not been the best video. I wish I actually knew what some of the parts were going into that. But at least you've had a look what's in the box. Looks to be a great model. The fact that there's no flash in there, should I say, already makes me feel happy that it's going to be quite a nice kit to build. It should go together quite well. Come back and join me for the build. I'm going to put up one of those little build videos as I go through it. There'll be a video of the finished model. There's always more stuff on my website. The link is always on the page somewhere and in the corner of the screen. So check that out. Thanks for joining me. You know, the channel's starting to grow slowly but surely. So until next time, happy modelling and take it easy.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment.